Libra, close your eyes for a heartbeat. Feel the quiet space between inhale and exhale. That is where balance is born. That is where you flourish. And this week, balance becomes your bridge to something larger than harmony. It becomes influence. On May 21st and 22nd, 2025, the cosmos offers you a mirror polished by opportunity. Not to admire yourself endlessly, but to adjust your crown and step into aligned leadership. May 21st carries a graceful trine between the Sun in Gemini and Pluto in Aquarius. Air speaks to air. Ideas speak to transformation. It is wind weaving through marble columns, promising a redesign of structures once thought immovable. For you, Libra, this trine activates collaboration with purpose. You will feel compelled to upgrade the systems where you exchange ideas, art, love, or resources. You may notice old partnerships appearing for review, asking, do we still grow together? Then, May 22nd ushers in a sextile between Venus, your ruling planet, and Neptune. Beauty meets divine imagination. Aesthetic meets empathy. Think of rose gold light spilling across still water. Your heart will become a tuning fork for subtle frequencies. A friend's unspoken need, a stranger's hidden sorrow, an audience's quiet longing for authenticity. Together, these two alignments turn the next 48 hours into a balancing act between refinement and revolution. You are the fulcrum. One misstep of doubt tilts the scales toward confusion. One conscious step of intention tips them toward grace. So here is where we begin. Not in debate, in decision. Morning of May 21st, greet the day with ceremony. Open windows. Let air swirl silk curtains like dancers. Play soft instrumental music, harp, piano, or lo-fi jazz. Light a sandalwood stick or a vanilla candle. Place a single white rose in water. This creates a chamber of clarity. Stand in front of a mirror. Observe posture, gaze, breath. Ask gently, where am I withholding my voice to keep the peace? Feel the answer ripple through shoulders, jaw, chest. Speak the first word that emerges, maybe truth, maybe boundaries, maybe desire. Write that word at the top of a fresh journal page. Below it, set a timer for 10 minutes. Free write everything that word stirs up. Do not edit, do not decorate. Pour raw ink. When timer rings, place pen down. Read silently. Underline sentences that pulse. Now choose one sentence that feels like a compass. For example, I deserve partnerships that celebrate my artistry. Write it on a small card. Carry it in your pocket. This becomes your touchstone for the next 2 days. Late morning, social alignment exercise. Review your inbox, DMs, and meeting invites. Ask of each, mutual growth or silent drain. If growth, reply promptly with warmth. If drain, draft a graceful decline. I'm honored, but my plate is full. Hoping we connect at a more aligned time. Send without guilt. Every no today is a yes to equilibrium. Midday, nourish aesthetics. Prepare lunch on your prettiest plate. Garnish with fresh herbs. Play classical strings. Eat slowly. This is not indulgence. It is alignment with beauty, the language of Venus. After lunch, collaboration visualization, close eyes. Picture a round marble table in a sunlit atrium. Along the edges, seats reserved for future partners. Who sits there? Artists? Advocates? Investors? Notice faces or silhouettes. Feel joy ripple through you as you pass them glasses of sparkling water, toasting shared vision. When image fades, write down names or qualities you sensed. This is your intuitive prospect list. Late afternoon, refine environment. Remove 3 objects no longer beautiful or functional: a chipped mug, a shirt that never felt like you, a project folder past its purpose. Thank them, release them. Fill the vacated space with air, light, possibility. As evening spreads rose gold across windows, step outside or stand by open balcony. Stretch arms wide, inhale the breeze. Whisper, may the winds carry collaboration to me. Exhale slowly. Imagine exhaling tension that kept your creativity caged. Finally, journal recap before sleep. List 3 harmonious choices you made today. Note how each felt in the body: light, warm, relaxed. Affirm, this is the sensation of aligned yes. Close journal. Place white rose beside bed. Extinguish lights. Lie supine. Palms open. Speak softly to the dark. I am available for partnerships that honor balance, amplify beauty, and serve community. Let sleep fold around you like silk. Trust subconscious weaving to continue the dance until dawn. Mid-morning light spills across your workspace like liquid gold. You feel an almost electric clarity humming in your mind. Pluto's trine to the sun sharpens perception, exposing cracks in every outdated agreement. What once felt acceptable now feels misaligned, heavy, and slightly off-key. Do not ignore that dissonance. It is the universe adjusting your internal tuning fork. Sit at your desk with 2 sheets of paper. Title the first, Energizing Connections. Title the second, Draining Dynamics. Glance through contacts, ongoing collaborations, recurring meetings. Place each name, project, or commitment under the heading it instinctively belongs. Move quickly, trusting body responses over diplomatic habit. Warmth equals energizing, tension equals draining. When finished, notice the balance. If draining outweighs energizing, the scales of Libra tip toward fatigue. Circle 3 drains that feel most urgent to address. Beside each, write 1 decisive step you can take within 48 hours. A candid conversation, a renegotiated timeline, a graceful exit. Write the action in clear language, add a deadline. Now breathe. Place your hand over your sternum. Repeat softly, I have permission to curate my field. Feel tension melt from shoulders. Curating is not cruelty. It is stewardship of shared harmony. Close your eyes for 2 minutes. Visualize each draining bond dissolving into gentle mist. Watch the mist float upward, carried by warm wind. Whisper, thank you for what we learned. Release it. Return focus to the energizing list. Place a star beside names or projects that ignite true excitement. These are your seeds of future expansion. Next, craft a brief, balanced manifesto. Write 3 sentences that define how you intend to show up in every partnership. Perhaps, I meet collaboration with clarity, candor, and creative generosity. I honor boundaries as acts of mutual respect. I choose projects that uplift beauty and justice alike. Read the manifesto aloud. Notice spine lengthening, voice settling. Keep the page visible on your desk for the next 2 days. Lunch break becomes an aesthetic reset. Arrange food like artwork. Use contrasting colors. Ruby tomatoes against fresh basil. Citrus slices beside dark greens. Play a French cafe playlist. Eat slowly, savoring balance of flavor and texture. Each bite becomes a micro-lesson in harmonious design. Tell yourself, my work can taste like this, balanced, bright, refined. After lunch, schedule a 30-minute declutter sprint. Begin with digital space. Archive stale email threads. Delete lingering draft posts that feel half-hearted. Rename folders to reflect current passions. Then physical space. Clear pens that don't write. Notebooks half filled with outdated plans. Make room for new inspiration to land. When finished, brew a cup of chamomile or mint. Hold the mug, inhale aroma. Ask internally, what does equitable success look like for me? Let images surface. Maybe you visualize co-hosting a panel on art and justice. Maybe you see a design studio filled with sunlight and diverse voices. Capture images in bullet points. These glimpses are architectural sketches for coming months. Mid-afternoon calls for outreach. Choose 1 starred contact from the energizing list. Send a genuine note of appreciation. Your perspective always brings balance to my thoughts. Grateful for your insight. No agenda, just equilibrium offered as gift. Watch how quickly harmony boomerangs back. As the sun dips westward, open a fresh document titled Designing Fair Agreements. List principles you value in collaboration. Transparent timelines, equal credit, compassionate feedback loops. Use simple language. This document becomes template for future contracts. Pluto trine sun favors structural upgrades. Use it. Now step outside. Let late-day breeze brush your cheeks. Observe symmetry in nature. Paired leaves, mirrored wings of passing birds. Feel heartbeat in slow rhythm with surroundings. Say quietly, balance is my native language. Return indoors for evening reflection. Light 2 candles, 1 white, 1 rose. White symbolizes clarity, rose, relational warmth. Place them side by side. Notice how each flame sways without colliding. That is the dance you seek in every partnership. Journal prompt. Where can I introduce more elegance into my decision-making? Write freely 5 minutes. Maybe you realize elegance means shorter emails, kinder critiques, decisive timelines. Underline key insights. Now, gentle warning arrives. If you dismiss these nudges to reorganize, Imbalance will surface in subtler but heavier ways. Headaches after meetings, indecision, knots in stomach, art projects that lose color halfway through. Do not wait for those signs to amplify. Action taken today prevents tomorrow's disharmony. Close the journal. Blow out candles one at a time. As smoke curls upward, picture draining dynamics transmuting into lessons, not burdens. Before bed, stretch arms overhead like a scales beam reaching equilibrium. Feel weight evenly distributed through feet. Repeat. I honor fairness within and without. Climb into bed. Place your balance manifesto under pillow. Let subconscious weave its promise. Dream of marble halls warmed by morning sun, where every footstep echoes cooperation. Trust that tomorrow the universe mirrors the harmony you scripted today. Twilight paints the city in watercolor pastels. Lavender bleeds into peach, then melts into soft sapphire. Streetlights blink awake like ground-level constellations. You feel it instantly. A hush that isn't silence but anticipation. This is the moment Venus leans toward Neptune. Beauty meets imagination in a slow, breathless waltz. And Libra, you are their chosen choreographer. Begin by lighting a single rose-scented candle. Not for mood, but for intention. Watch the flame sway, graceful yet grounded. Let its movement remind you how elegance holds purpose. Sit near a window if you can. Open it wide enough for night air to enter. Notice how breeze and flame negotiate space. Neither dominates, both dance. This is harmony embodied. Pick up a blank sheet of paper. Title it Aesthetic Vision Board, 24 hours. Set a timer for 7 minutes. In that time, free sketch or list anything visually inspiring you now. Maybe moonlit terraces, maybe glass murals in public libraries, maybe coral gowns swirling on ballroom floors. Do not filter or label extravagant. Venus sextile Neptune favors lavish dreams that heal humanity. When timer rings, pause and admire. Choose one element that glows brightest on the page. Circle it. This becomes your muse for the next day. Write beneath, how can this image build community? Brainstorm 3 possibilities. If coral gowns, perhaps designing a charity fashion show. If glass murals, perhaps a crowd-painted art wall downtown. If moonlit terraces, perhaps hosting rooftop poetry for mental health awareness. Circle the idea that tingles your spine. Commit to pursuing logistic research tomorrow morning. Stand and stretch gentle crescents with arms. Feel shoulders loosen, chest open. Whisper, I turn beauty into belonging. Let words echo against window glass. Neptune blesses whispered mantras. Next, crystal clear communication exercise. Open your messages. Identify one person whose artistry complements yours. Could be a musician, a florist, a videographer. Record a voice memo, 90 seconds maximum. Speak slowly, warmly. Your work awakens something in me. Would you explore a collaborative piece that uplifts our community? Send without drafting 10 alternatives. Authenticity trumps perfection tonight. Now shift to sensory grounding. Prepare a small dish of ripe berries. Place a piece of dark chocolate beside. Admire contrasting hues, crimson next to midnight. Take one berry, chew slowly. Taste sweetness bursting. Then savor chocolate's velvet melt. Note how flavors layer rather than compete. Remind yourself, harmony never sacrifices richness. Move to your wardrobe. Select an outfit for tomorrow, reflecting circled muse. If coral gown was muse, choose coral scarf or tie. If glass mural, pick iridescent accessory. Hang ensemble where sunrise will illuminate it. Visual cues reinforce subconscious commitment. Return to desk. Draft a short social post scheduled for sunrise. Share a quote about collective beauty healing individual hearts. Add a photo of tonight's candle or sketched vision. Invite followers to comment one thing that inspires balance. Schedule the post. Digital seeds blossom while you sleep. Now caution time. Venus-Neptune can blur healthy discernment. Glossy invitations may arrive lacking substance, breathtaking but hollow. A collaboration promising exposure yet ignoring fair credit. A romantic interest praising your grace yet dismissing your boundaries. Pause before saying yes to surfaces. Ask, does this respect my balance manifesto? If answer wavers, request details, or politely decline, write a reminder on a sticky note. Surface dazzles, depth nourishes. Place near your phone. Tomorrow, this phrase will guard decisions. Prepare a nighttime bath or foot soak. Warm water, a handful of Epsom salt, a few lavender drops, dim bathroom lights, play faint instrumental harp, emerge into water slowly, honoring every inch of skin. Feel muscles uncoil. Visualize salt extracting doubt, leaving clarity shimmering around aura. Stay until water cools slightly. Whisper gratitude for body housing creative spirit. Towel dry with deliberate gentleness. Moisturize skin using upward strokes. Each stroke affirms self-worth. Venus smiles when beauty routines become rituals, not chores. Before mirror, brush hair 5 mindful strokes. With each stroke, say a line. I cherish my voice. I honor my gifts. I trust my discernment. I share elegance generously. I receive balanced love. Turn off overhead lights. Keep candle flickering soft gold. Sit on floor in easy posture. Hands rest on knees, palms upward. Focus on candle flame 3 breaths, then close eyes. Visualize tomorrow's community building action unfolding gracefully. See smiles, hear laughter, feel equilibrium rippling through gathering space. Anchor feeling in heart. Seal vision with whispered, so be it. Extinguish candle. Watch spiral of smoke dance upward, carrying intention to astral collaborators. Climb into bed, silk or cotton sheets. Lie on side that feels nurturing. One hand rests on belly, grounding. One hand on heart, guiding. Breathe in 4, hold 2, exhale 6. Repeat until mind floats like lantern on calm lake. If thoughts wander to superficial worries, numbers, likes, comparisons, imagine them as glitter dust on water's surface. See them sparkle, then sink harmlessly. Your worth flows deeper than metrics. Drift towards sleep. Tell subconscious, source, show me a dream of collective harmony. Trust soul to travel through marble archways into galleries of starlight where muses paint futures. Morning light will arrive holding dew-coated roses and emails from collaborators intrigued by your authenticity. When that happens, remember tonight's vow. To choose depth cloaked in beauty, not beauty empty of depth. Rest now, Libra. Balance is breathing through you. Tomorrow, you breathe it into the world. Dawn of May 22nd spills gold across your prepared ensemble. The fabric glows, promising poise and presence. You inhale the scent of white tea and fresh linen. Exhale hesitation. Today, beauty meets structure. Elegance meets execution. And Libra, you hold the blueprint. Begin with centering breath. Stand tall, arms gently outstretched like scales seeking equilibrium. Draw breath through nose for 4 counts. Hold 2, release for 6. Feel ribcage settle, mind clear. Retrieve your balance manifesto. Read it aloud. Feel each principle vibrate in your sternum. Affirm your commitment to transparent timelines, equal credit, and compassionate feedback. Now move into creative publicity. Open laptop. Draft a concise announcement for your chosen collaboration or community project. Title is simple, evocative. Art in Harmony, a collaborative showcase for mental wellness. Or whatever your circled muse became. State purpose in 2 elegant sentences. Highlight mutual benefit in 1. Close with an invitation to join or support. Attach a mood board image. Soft coral hues, marble textures, balanced negative space. Proofread once. Schedule posts for 10:10 a.m. Repeating digits align intention with cosmic flow. Next, agenda setting ritual. Open calendar. Block 90 minutes labeled Fair Terms Session. During this window, you will draft or review the formal agreement for collaborators. Prepare bullet points, shared ownership percentages, credit placement on marketing materials. Conflict resolution clause anchored in restorative dialogue. Remember, Pluto trines Sun empowers structural clarity. Beauty without boundaries breeds burnout. Send calendar invites to collaborators with a polite note. I value transparency. Let's ensure our collaboration honors each voice. Mention length of meeting. Respect time. Command respect. Mid-morning arrives. Your scheduled social post goes live. Notifications bloom like peonies. Comments pour admiration for vision and design. Breathe gratitude, but do not get lost refreshing. You are conductor, not spectator. A quick thank you comment suffices. Return focus to craft. Move to your workspace. Light a eucalyptus candle. Clarity. Turn on instrumental lo-fi beats. Steady cadence. Begin Fair Terms Session. If legal language feels stiff, use plain words first. X. Everyone gets equal mention on event banners. Later, translate into formal tone. Simplicity first ensures fairness. Halfway through, take a wrist stretch, roll shoulders, sip cool water with lemon, carve freshness into diligence. Session ends, email draft to collaborators. Subject, first draft, your feedback welcomed. Invite review within 48 hours. Balance isn't decree, it is dialogue. Lunch hour, step outside to a quiet cafe terrace. Order seasonal salad with edible flowers. Frame plate for a quick photo. Caption, lunch tastes like color theory. Post to stories. Tiny aesthetic touches keep community engaged without overt promotion. As you eat, scan incoming messages. If a collaborator responds with proposed changes, breathe. Read twice. Ask, are these adjustments equitable? If yes, reply warmly. If they seek advantage disguised as feedback, reply, let's discuss how this aligns with mutual benefit. Diplomacy is armor and invitation combined. Afternoon block, outreach for resources. Research grants or sponsorships supporting art and mental health. Compile top 3 leads. For each, note deadline, application length, and alignment score. Choose one with soonest deadline to tackle tomorrow. Now, caution pulse. Venus-Neptune's glamour can tempt perfectionism. You may start tweaking fonts, color palettes endlessly. Set a 20-minute design limit. When timer ends, freeze layout. Remember, beauty thrives with indecision. Sip herbal tea. Stand. Shake limbs lightly. Release microtensions. Repeat quiet mantra. Progress over polish. Early evening. Community feedback Zoom begins. Frame camera with neutral background. Potted plant for life. Smile into lens. Shoulders relaxed. Open meeting with gratitude. Thank you for bringing your genius to this table. Outline agenda. Invite each voice. Note suggestions. Use active listening phrases. What I hear is, end meeting on time. Recap next steps in chat. Contract review, grant shortlist, design finalization. Professional grace breeds trust. After call, unplug for a 15-minute nature walk. Observe symmetry, paired petals, mirrored tree branches. Whisper, the world is my mentor in balance. Return home to evening ritual. Dim lights. Play Debussy quietly. Prepare chamomile with honey. Open journal. Prompt, moments I led with fairness today. List 3, feel chest soften at evidence of integrity. Now, mirror check-in. Stand before reflection. Candle flicker frames silhouette. Speak, I embody beauty with backbone. I negotiate from compassion, not concession. I am the equilibrium I wish to see. Blow out candle. Exhale fully. Relish dark room's calm. Before bed, one final protection gesture. Visualize a translucent sphere around body. Soft pink outer layer, Venus love. Silver inner shimmer, Neptune intuition. Say, I rest within reciprocal energy. Feel safe, slip into sheets. Place phone face down, do not disturb on. Palms rest over lower ribs. Inhale peace, exhale people-pleasing. Sleep finds you aligned, anchored, and freshly inspired for dawn's final portal notes. Night drapes the city in velvet blue. Street lights glow like distant lanterns guiding wandering thoughts. You lie in bed, awake and aware. There is a hush inside your chest, a poised pause before tomorrow's balance sheet of choices. Venus is slipping past Neptune now. The portal closes soon. Before it does, you must decide how much of today becomes tomorrow's foundation. In the quiet, memories of the last 48 hours parade through your mind. The rose on your desk opening one petal wider. The email drafted in clarity. The voice memo sent in courage. The collaborative faces glowing on screen, hopeful. These are not small acts. They are architectural lines of a future archway. But that archway remains blueprint until you pour concrete. Here is the gentle warning. If you delay cementing these intentions, indecision seeps in like morning fog, blurring outlines. You will wonder if your manifesto was too bold, your boundaries too firm. You will reopen declining messages, tempted to soften a no into a maybe. Do that, and scales tilt back to familiar discomfort. Opportunity withdraws, uncertain of your certainty. Harmony muddles into polite stagnation. So let's seal this structure while steel is hot. Sit up. Switch on a bedside lamp, soft gold glow. Open journal one last time. Title the page, Non-Negotiables. List 5 principles gleaned through this portal. Perhaps, Fair credit is essential. My time is worthy of compensation. Beauty must serve justice. Collaboration thrives on transparency. Rest is a creative duty. Write each clearly, underline twice. These lines become beams in tomorrow's architecture. Now sign beneath with full name. Date it. Press right thumb beside as wax seal of self-contract. Close journal. Place it under pillow. Next step, community call to action. Pick up phone only for this purpose. Open notes. Compose a brief message to your audience. I believe beauty heals when shared. Tomorrow at noon, I'll reveal how we can co-create harmony in our city. Stay tuned for ways to join. Save draft. Schedule send for 8:08 a.m. Mirrored numbers echo balanced intent. Phone back face down. Turn off lamp. Sit in darkness 1 minute. Feel heartbeat steady. Whisper, I trust the timing I choose. Lie down again. Let sleep gather you. Dreams may weave marble courtyards and soft string quartets. You may see yourself standing at a podium, sunlight fracturing through stained glass behind you. Accept whatever image arrives. It is tomorrow sending postcards backwards. Morning breaks, pale peach. Birdsong threads through open window. Stretch, sensing planet tilting gently toward equilibrium. Retrieve the journal from under pillow. Read the non-negotiables aloud. Voice sounds surer in morning air. Move to mirror. Smile softly. Say, I carry grace backed by structure. I allow elegance to anchor action. I choose reciprocity over approval. Prepare a balanced breakfast. Oats, berries, drizzle of honey. Each ingredient volunteers its flavor without competing. Eat mindfully. Let body memorize collaboration in every bite. At 8:08 a.m., your scheduled message goes live. Notifications flutter. You smile, knowing ripples have begun. Reply only with brief gratitude emojis. Reserve energy for noon reveal. Mid-morning, finalize logistics. Book virtual venue or confirm rooftop location. Send collaborators updated fair terms contract. Include note, honored to build with you in equilibrium. Attach invite graphic reflecting coral muse and glass transparency. Double-check credit order. Alphabetical, unbiased. Hit send. Noon arrives luminous. You go live or post video explaining project. Voice calm, eyes bright. Outline goal, community art event raising awareness for mental wellness. Explain how profits split evenly among artists and a chosen charity. Present visual board, symmetrical layout, soothing palette. Invite sign-ups via link. Close video with handshake gesture over heart. Audience responds with hearts, shares, affirmations of fairness. Afternoon fills with confirmations. Musician friend offers to score ambient sound. Local cafe volunteers sustainable refreshments. Grant application windows open as if on cue. Momentum proves universe loves balanced blueprints. Yet, one email arrives questioning profit split. Pause. Place hand on sternum. Recall non-negotiable number 1. Type reply, I value your talent and understand your concern. The equal split ensures mutual trust and long-term collaboration. If this framework feels misaligned, I respect your choice. Send without tremor. Evening golden hour spills across workspace. You step back mentally, viewing day like an art critic. Lines clean, colors complementary, composition balanced. Yes, there is more to refine, but foundation stands. Now, final ritual? Tidy desk. Extinguish candle stub from last night. Place the white rose now gently browning into compost bag. Cycle complete. Stand by window. Watch first star pierce navy sky. Palms together. Whisper. I thank Pluto for transformation, the sun for clarity, Venus for beauty, Neptune for dream, and myself for courageous equilibrium. Imagine scales at heart center shimmering silver. See weights balanced. Left pan holds self-respect. Right pan holds communal care. Beam is steady. You exhale. Scales glow, then fold into your chest. Now internal compass. Turn indoors. Lights off. Letting starlight guide steps. Slide under sheets. One final breath in 4. Hold 2. Release 6. Dream will come like a diplomatic envoy delivering tomorrow's gratitude. You have done enough. Remember always, balance is not the absence of weight. It is the art of equal gifting. Today, you gifted the world fairness. It will gift you impact in return. Sleep softly, Libra. Your legacy of harmony has already begun its quiet crescendo.